Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for coming back today. Today we're going to be doing a refrigerator kitchen clean organized video. Enjoy this little clip of my daughter who is really trying to help me. She's just like mommy's little helper. But thank you for coming back today. For all the returning subscribers. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Latoya. I am a mom, a wife to a toddler, and I enjoy doing cleaning, reorganizing, and decorating videos. So stick around. Enjoy the video. If you're enjoying the video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share, and always comment. If there's something you see that you like or a suggestion that you want to make in regards to the organization aspect. So here's my refrigerator. It is not a fancy refrigerator clean. I'm not using all of those systems that we see that are popular on YouTube, not knocking them, because eventually I would love to get my refrigerator that organized where I can put all the eggs in the container, and like all the little boxes that you can put stuff in. And but we just don't have that type of refrigerator. We are in a small townhome. This refrigerator came with the townhome. So we're using what we have, but nonetheless, we're still going to clean it. It's been a while. We are in Florida. There was a hurricane a couple months ago. And the last time we did a really deep clean of the refrigerator, I think, was after the hurricane because we had lost power. So it's a little grimy. Apologize for that, but that's what we're doing today, is trying to clean it, make it all nice again, give it a good deep clean. And in general, we're going to just clean the kitchen around it while we get this done as well, so that we can have a good clean time. I'm going to start by doing dishes as usual with my kitchen. I like to start with the dishes, get those out the sink, out the way. There was a comment or suggestion in another video where I wash dishes and I keep the faucet running. It is something I am trying to be cognizant of. I just don't always pay attention to it. If I have a lot of dishes to wash, I typically fill one side of the sink with soapy water and then the other side with fresh water. But when I have like only a few things to wash, I normally don't fill up the sink, because I think that is just as much water as I would use if I have the faucet going, if that makes sense. But I understand that's a touch point for a lot of people, and we should be trying to conserve water. So I'm trying to be more cognizant of that fact. So sit back, we're going to get into the video. I will talk with you guys in a few. right, so I am just trying to finish up here with the little few items that I had to wash. I absolutely hate washing my kettle. We leave it on the stove. It sits on there while we cook, and we cook almost every day, which is we cook. We're in that kitchen. So all of the grease, all the splashes, everything you can think of that you do on the stove gets onto the kettle because it's always sitting there. And so but we use the kettle all the time. Also, we are big tea drinkers, coffee drinkers. We steep our coffee, we make tea all the time. So a kettle is super important in our kitchen. It's just so difficult to keep it clean. So comment down below if you still use a kettle to this day, or if you even drink tea or are a tea person that you need a kettle. But my husband, I say me and my husband, we grew up in a culture where tea is the first thing we have in the morning. If you feel ill, you'll have tea, or at nighttime before bed, you'll have some tea. So we are big tea drinkers, and so a kettle is always going to be a part of our kitchen. It is just so hard to clean it. So again, comment down below if you are a tea person, or if you don't drink tea, if you use a kettle, if you are making tea, what do you do? I'm just using a little bit of Barkeeper's Friend here to wipe down the sink. It's been looking a little not as shiny as it used to. The kitchen is old. It's getting older. We've been here for a number of years, and so everything is starting to get a little bit more shoddy, a little bit older. So just trying to maintain and keep up with what we can. So I'm just using the Barkeeper's Friend to try to get my shine back. I'm going to be rinsing down the rag, and then I'm going to move on to cleaning the kitchen stove. It's not going to be a deep clean of the stove. It's just going to be the top of the stove, the range. I will be making another video. I will be getting to the stove and the oven, doing a very deep clean of it because it's been a while, and I've been dreading actually trying to clean it. I tried to pull it away to sweep behind it the other day, and man, I'm telling you, it was it was bad. I just pushed it right back into the corner and said, not today. I will do a video cleaning back there and cleaning the stove itself because it's going to take me a while. This is the weekend, and so I'm home with my daughter this day, and so if I look distracted or I'm looking behind me all the time, it's because she's asking for something or wanting something. So we're just like going through our Saturday. This was a very, very busy day. I cleaned the fridge, cleaned the kitchen, washed her hair, got her hair done, went and did some things on the road with my mom, came back. We were going to a wedding the next day, so I had to pack. So it's just been jam-packed for our weekend, but we still have to make time. Like I've been saying in my other videos, just try to eke out one thing at a time if we can. Otherwise, it piles on and piles on and piles on. So here we're gonna move on to go ahead and wiping down the counters and then cleaning the stove. we're gonna go ahead and get to this refrigerator that is looking a little crazy. We are going to just do like we did with the closets, take everything out, and then we're gonna wipe it down with I make a solution with water, vinegar, and a drop of soap, and then I wipe everything down, and then I go back in with clean water and re-wipe to clear that off. On the side of the door here, I'm just checking everything as usual to make sure, whatever is expired, we'll throw away. We'll get rid of that. And then anything that we have in abundance, like, I don't know, I found a whole lot of soy sauce and condiments from the Chinese place. I'm not sure why. We don't really eat there that much, but we have a ton of condiments and pancake syrup and whatnot. So all of those things, I just threw them out because we're really not using them. To just taking up space. I tend to store them in the fridge just to, in case we want to reuse them for later. We may use some, may not use some, just depends. So I'm just going to continue to empty everything out of the refrigerator. We have some leftovers in the fridge that I'm going to go ahead and put it in the freezer area. And then the rest that's old, we're going to throw out and just do some more dishes. You'll see momentarily coming up here. But we're just going to keep on cleaning. Now, does anybody else's husband, kids, or whomever does this in their refrigerator? That was literally 2 tablespoons of milk, or maybe not 2 tablespoons, maybe a half a cup of milk left in that whole bottle, and is sitting in the fridge haphazardly, just sitting there. Our daughter takes milk at night before going to bed, so it is important that we have milk. I did order groceries. They were not delivered yet, which was like the perfect timing for me to get everything clean and get rid of, because we needed everything. We were out of most of our usual items. There was just a few things left behind before the groceries would show up, and then our fridge would be restocked. So you'll see it'll be very sparse in the end, but we were getting a grocery delivery later that evening, and then the fridge would be restocked. But here is everything out of the fridge except for the drawers. I'm gonna empty those out now. We're gonna take the drawers out. This is like dehydrated scallion, and I think the other drawer had some snacking carrots that were so dehydrated they look like little sticks in the bottom. I was like wondering what they were, and then I found the bag with the carrots. So that's just to show how long those things were sitting in there in the bottom. But this is the reason why you need to give your fridge, a look, a once over at least every other week or so, to make sure there isn't anything going bad. With the price of food these days, you just can't afford to be throwing stuff away. So I'm going to get started with washing the things that are going back into the fridge. I keep this Lazy Susan with, just things that we use all the time, our butters, dairy milk, or not dairy milk, I'm sorry. What do you call that thing? I can't think of the name now. In the red box that we use for pastas and stuff. I use that quite often, so I put it on there. Just anything I need to grab really quickly to cook with. And then I'm just going to wash out these containers, the drawers for the bottom, because they had like food stuck onto them. They required a little bit of elbow grease. Comment down below, like, how do you take care of your fridge? Do you have it on a schedule to clean? Is it an appliance that you forget about like I do? Just what do you do you have I see this new trend going around where there's an app where you keep track of what item you're cleaning, what appliance is cleaned, and when did you last clean it, or to get yourself organized. I did try the 2 hour. I saw another YouTuber she set a timer for 2 hours to see how much she could get done. And I did do this with my kitchen, and I did it in a little bit under 2 hours. The whole kitchen plus the refrigerator was like about an hour and 58 minutes. And that kind of is like a real pusher. Like, it pushes you to get things done because you know you're on a clock. Now, I mean, and this day, like I said, I had a lot to do, so I really needed to keep my timing set, and it kind of worked out. So comment, what do you do when you have to clean? Do you make a list? Like I see other people are doing now? Do you give yourself a timer? Just comment and tell me what you do. right, so here I have my solution mixed up, which is just 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 2 to 3 tablespoons, with a just a bit of dish liquid and hot water, and I use that to wipe everything down, and then I will go back in and wipe the fridge down with fresh water to clean the soap off and the disinfecting part. So before, I'm not sure if you guys saw when I was trying to wash that tray, with all that water was spilling on the floor, I had to take a break and then get back to the refrigerator. So I'm just getting back into it now after taking a few minutes off to give the floor time to dry. But we're just going to keep this process going, just cleaning the refrigerator until we get done. And bear with me with the angles here. Again, it is very difficult to shoot in my kitchen, like I stated in previous videos, because of how small it is. I have a hard time setting up my tripod, to make it where you can see everything that I'm doing. And I'm still learning how to do this YouTube stuff and taping and videoing. So it'll get better. Please bear with me, guys. And shout out to my husband. If you're looking at my hair, he was the one that made that French braid. So kudos to you, honey. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with cleaning the refrigerator here, and then we're gonna get into restocking it with what we are keeping after I get done with wiping it down. All right, so here I am with my daughter. I've told her to go sit down like 6 times, and she's hit the tripod 4 times. Now she's playing hide and go seek or peekaboo in the pantry. She locked herself in there, and I put my hand on the door to see what she would do. She normally says mommy. She said mom. And then she went and sat down eventually because she didn't like to be in there. I thought that was hilarious. So she's gone for now. I'm not sure she'll be back for the rest of this video. But I'm getting to just wiping the fridge down again, just with clean water this time. I'm going to do both the door and the insides, and then we're going to get into restocking it again. Okay, so I'm almost finished with restocking the refrigerator with all the things that I'm keeping. Like I said earlier, I was waiting on a grocery delivery later that day, so a lot of the things or the items that we normally have are not in the refrigerator yet. But the idea is to just keep all the things that we use every day, like easy to reach things on the top. Our juice boxes, creamer, and milk, and all that stuff goes on the middle. And with fruit, we normally have fruit on there also. And then the bottom just houses our eggs and bacon or whatever meat stuff that we cook readily. And any leftovers is always on that bottom shelf there. If you are wondering if I'm going to be cleaning the freezer portion, which is on top with these old refrigerators, I will not be cleaning that today. I wiped it out. I want to say a couple of weeks ago, maybe not weeks. I did do a cleaning of it when we were low on meat. Now it's just all chucked up in there, and this video is already very long, and I was out of time, and I wanted to really get to the bottom of the refrigerator because it was so bad. But the freezer itself, I occasionally wipe it down once we get low on meat. I wipe the front and I wipe the trays. So it stays pretty clean, but there's just no organization in there. Everything is chucked in, which I don't know how to make organized at this time. It's like a game of Tetris with the refrigerator, the freezer that is. But there's my refrigerator. It's all done. It's nice and clean. It looks very good in there now and organized. All the dairies on the door, all our condiments and cheeses are on the door. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn your notification bell on. And here is my freezer comment below with how to fix that.